Technology is a form of leverage, and it's the ultimate form of leverage. If I'm a programmer, what people don't realize is I have a million robots working for me. If I come up with an idea, I code that idea up. Now there are a million robots who will carry that idea. They're just sitting in a data center for heat and efficiency reasons and space reasons. They're loaned to me by Amazon.com, who takes a little cut with Amazon Web Services. But that leverage means that if I decide on the right thing to do versus the wrong thing to do, I can make $100 million or $0. It's a wide swing. Whereas for someone who is not leveraged through technology, they don't have that force multiplier. So someone who's working in a traditional industry does not have that force multiplier. So I think when we talk about the distribution of capital, we're used to thinking of money as the main source of capital. And before that, the main source of capital used to be people. How many people are working for you, right? That's why older individuals in society tend to be really impressed by how many people are working for you. And people who are a little more savvy are like, how much money are you managing? Or what kind of revenue are you doing? But really, the correct question is, how many robots are working for you? How many programmers are working for you? How many machines are working for you? Because those are the ultimate force multiplier. So I believe that the way out is through technology education. And where technology education falls down is that it's really popular to preach education for kids. Everybody wants to educate kids. Why? Because kids can't talk back. They have no choice. Go to school, sit down, shut up, and learn. But what about adults? We have this myth that adults can't be educated. Adults either self-educate or they can't be educated. We have this myth that if you're 45 years old and you lost your job, your factory shut down, that you're done. Your only options now are either you're destitute and we have to figure out how to bail you out as society, or we have to somehow preserve your job through some false tariffs or barriers to trade or whatever, tax breaks for some company, even though that the world doesn't need you to do that job anymore. Really, I think we need to have a culture of adult education. What if we had a model where every 4 years, you were expected, and it was socially and culturally acceptable, and there was a financial support that you would go to school for a year. So after every 4 years, you say, okay, now it's my school year, and this year, I'm going to go and learn about, I'm going to learn electronics. Like that's the thing that I'm going to learn this year. And you spend a year going to school learning electronics, and you could be 54 years old and you're learning electronics. And I think that should be a valid part of society. We need continuous education to be built into society, because the leverage that you're craving, the leverage that you're asking for, is actually permissionless. It's available to everybody, but it's knowledge-based. The gate to it is not some banker sitting on a pile of money, although that would be good too if that was released. But the gate to it is really knowledge, and it's the building of that knowledge and the sharing of that knowledge.